All right, y'all. So what's up? It is still Saturday, August 12th, 2023, 12:13 p.m. about. And I got back not too long ago, and I sat here for a few minutes just lamenting on things. Of course, as I was out and about, I met people. Um, but the last video that I made where I stated that, you know, we have people that come and go in our lives. I would like to have some people that stay, I would really prefer to have some people that stay and that love me and that help grow me and all of that. But, it is what it is. You have people that come and go in your lives. And, not everybody's really for you. If you were doing good and, you know, successful and all that, yeah, but not everybody's for you. And, it takes work to get where you are. You're going to make some mistakes. You're going to lose sometimes. You're going to fail sometimes. You're going to have egg on your face sometimes. It happens. So I'm going to tell you something about management, because over the past few months I've learned a little bit about good managers and how they work. Good managers don't always let their left hand know what their right hand is doing, and all that kind of thing. The managers at that place that I was telling you about, I think majority of people are good people. Now, with that type of job, you're going to have folks that have different levels of goodness because of what they've been exposed to. Okay, I'm just going to put it that way. The managers are good people. I believe they will give you the shirt off their back if they could. I believe that they will do whatever it takes to love on you. Okay? But I also believe that they have a place to manage. And because they have a place to manage, there's different personalities. So in order to make sure that the dominant type of personality that's at that place, doesn't have an issue, they may treat you a certain way just to make sure that things are run appropriately. I have twisted feelings because I'm happy, that I have some dollars, right? But some dollars is not much. I'm going to go get some bug spray off because y'all know the mosquitoes be tearing me up. And, I might supposed to get some different shoes, but we'll see, right? I don't know if I want to invest in all that. I'm still going to that festival this afternoon. When I came into that place, one of the guys, when I was talking about the event that didn't happen, and again, people get disappointed and you can turn people off, so I have to, work on that. But, and I sent him a text. I didn't even text him about it. That said that, hey, when you have a small business, you're doing it. Things you're learning. I'm learning. That sometimes people don't come through. Sometimes you yourself don't come through. But I'm learning and I'm working on all those things. And if you can forgive them, and I'll keep you updated when changes come. And he may not be worth being updated. Maybe he just thought that this was going to be it. He was going to go sing and then that's it. But that's why I really got to get in touch with, that lady. As much as I can do, and for any small business person, I think as much as you can do on your own, you need to do on your own, because you don't know, one person may be your friend one day, hear something or see that an energy has changed around you about you, and they could be your enemy the next, and now they have all the details on all the deep intricacies of your life, So, yeah. So I did ask 2 additional questions to the mentor this morning via text, because, I thought that was appropriate. It's the weekend, and they're probably doing things that I wish that I could have been doing, but I'm not. But so they responded to that text, and I don't know, just when I went to that place to pick up that, I had to sit for like an hour. I talked to people while I was there, right? And I really do need to work on getting my website translated into Spanish. I'm gonna text those people that I met at that place. I said, I want to say right now, but I think I done took the, whoops. I forgot I'm using a camera that's not connected, so if I tilt the screen, it's gonna knock everything over. So I'm gonna. I thought I had the card right here, but now it's in the bag of all my contacts. So and then just so much happened just out and about, and I want to be careful what I say. But I met this young man, and I'm gonna text him first, or maybe that's a waste of time. I shouldn't be texting him. I should be texting, you know, these people that had an interest that actually have things that they can offer. And now it's 2 days past, and I have not texted them yet. And I spent all this time texting other people. I texted the guy that at work, that was just like, "Oh, you still work here?" And I can tell by tone of voice when I call that basically, and I understand it's hard to get a job. If you ain't in good favor, he ain't either. But I texted him, right? And I was excited. I told him about the meeting, and he was just like, "Oh, she goes to every single meeting, such and such and such." And that's not true. That was my first meeting. And so I have to know my place. About knowing your place. Are you going to be someone that's going to be a provider or not? And to be a provider, you have to provide for yourself. And then you have to show up and show out. People are not going to understand if they're in a position. Like for me, I like to think everybody's in the same mindset, same position. Some people are. I have people that are rooting me on even though I have nothing. But there are people that want you to deliver because they're depending on you to deliver for their come up. So that's the understanding. So this is what I'm learning today. Again, about the mentorship thing. People can be in your corner for a second. Like I said, people don't last always. So yeah, this person can be in my corner for a second. Gave him all the details of every single thing aspect of my life, right? And he may have shared all those details with all these other people that have decision making and in not a negative, not a positive light. And when it comes that and that time has already come. When it comes. When it comes to time, and like I said, 3 days is usually the limit for me. But when it comes to time when, his demeanor changes, then now he has all of your personal details to help whoever the next person is that he may want to, that he has interest in regards to mentoring or whatever other interest there may be, So, I have to depend on God. I have to understand that people are for a moment, So I think at this point, based on the responses that he's given me, that basically he's just basically saying don't contact me for nothing else. So that's going to be the last of my contact. And I think out of wisdom is wise too. And I think part of it came from, me making an inquiry as to, because he stated some attributes about me that he thought he saw. And again, that's only through one time briefly. And with those attributes, he said that's dangerous for a female, because if you're single, which you are because you're there by yourself, 2, you're bubbly and you're friendly, that's all of those things are dangerous, and you don't have the wherewithal to fight, So I don't know, but that chapter has closed, so I need to go ahead and put this person into spam because that chapter has closed. I also shared with him some of the personal designs I made. He didn't have any comment on that. So I think that probably what happened is he found someone else that he's going to mentor, and it's not in his best interest to comment, whereas before he was commenting on everything, comment on anything personally. So, I mean, am I sad? Yeah. Like I said, God wanted you to get the information that you needed and get the learning experience that you needed. And, all right, we're good. So God wanted you to get the information that you needed, get the learning experience that you needed, and do better. And again, that song is by Jacqueline Carr. I need to listen to it again to remind myself, And so, and then also, like I said, know your place. Maybe you are already, and I've always been taught humility. Maybe you are already better than some in some ways, and others are better than you in others. But in the ways that you are better than some, understand that and stand in your purpose in that, because that means that you are the person intended to deliver. This person cannot handle the strength, the weight of, being someone to help you to deliver, but you have to deliver and then bring that person in, So that's what that is. Yeah. And then thinking about the trickiness, of that church thing, I need to call those people immediately and kind of get what they feel on that. And I need to find out who that lady is. So those are going to be my two next things. I need to find out, I need to call that person and find out who that lady is. Finding out who that lady is easy. I just need to go back through the video and listen. I can find her, and then Monday I will reach out to her. But again, maybe it's good I don't have that mentor, because like I said, I'm very open, and with a mentor that's close and personal like that, I'll be open personally too. I'll tell you everything, because I want you to know everything so that you can help guide me or help me to watch out for snares. Now, I'm sure there's already snares and traps. I'm sure there was already things said, because I already know of one of the people that are there. He may or may not have said anything, but I'm sad. I'm sad about that, because I thought I had a friend, but it's okay. So we're gonna take that step right now. We're moving this conversation to spam. That is, they're out of my life. Not even, yeah, if I do spam, if I choose to go back, and hopefully I don't go back and check it, I'll see it. But yeah, so a person is spammed. Let's pray on it. Dear God, Father God, help me to acknowledge that you bring people into my life for a reason, a season. Ain't been no lifetimes yet, and maybe there won't be any. But help me to understand that. Help me to understand that the reason for that is that I'm supposed to, because I'm better. I'm supposed to take what I'm supposed to get, grow from it, and move on and get something better from it. So, but it's kind of scary. I'm going to tell you, it's scary when you're doing things all by yourself. It is scary because you don't know, there's a lot of things you don't know. But and I'm scared. I'm scared to the point where I have tears in my eyes. That's how scared I am. Um, but I have to let that go. So it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. And actually, I think all personal, quote unquote, personal contacts. And this one I need to do too. I was going to give her more information on the electricity. I have a whole bag full of information over here. I gave her the two that I know about. I'm exhausted, but I learned a lot on this walk. I'm really exhausted, you guys. I'm so exhausted. Just spiritually exhausted, because, when you are moved to emotion to tears, and then the mailman, he came to ask me, because I had my mail on hold. He came to ask me if I wanted him to deliver that mail that I had on hold, you know. And at first, I was like, I didn't want to talk to him. Whatever it is that you want to do, however it is that you want to do it, you have your job. Do your job. Whatever it is that your job tells you to do with that, then you do it. And he says, well, because it's telling me to have you go pick it up, that you were going to come pick it up. But if your mail is still open, just redeliver it. Well, of course, and I think that's the way it's supposed to be, ain't it? That if you have your mail on hold, and then after that hold time is up, either they deliver it is what I'm thinking. But I don't know. But anyhow, I didn't want to have that discussion with him. But I guess in a way he was just being nice, because he probably sees me out in the sun every day. And I probably won't be up there in any time soon to go pick that mail up. So, just whatever. Yeah. What else made me sad? About perceptions. I was walking and this guy talked to me. I was speaking to everybody because I'm just happy. Well, I was until, all this realization came down on me, right? But let's not be unhappy about it. Let me go ahead and add to my little task list here that I need to call them people. So I need to call those people. And what was the second thing I need to do? I call those people, find out the name of the lady for that event. And then I need to also provide more electricity information for that other lady. And then, I have a lot to do, but those three are the top three. Hopefully I get to it. For me, I feel like I need to call those people right now because this job hunt thing. And then the other portion of it is that, I'm like, why don't these people just fire me? Cause I was supposed to biscuits. They have this scoop, and they just come out all funny shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever go to churches and you see biscuits that are not flat on top and nicely perfectly round, they're like all lumpy and bumpy. It's because they have somebody that. I thought that's just how they were. It's very rare that I see them shaped appropriately, but the person that works there, she doesn't like that. So it's no need. I think they're just trying to help me out. There's no need to keep me there because if she's the person that's the main person and she doesn't like it, you know, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna work out because she's the main person. So, but I appreciate, shout out. I appreciate y'all giving me an opportunity to earn a little bit, put some cash in my pockets because I'm broke. Y'all are probably praying for me to find another job in the meantime. Me too. So all of that, yeah. But I'm sad that guy is gone. I really am. But I have to have that chat with myself again. That God is better. I need to go watch my video that I posted. I need to go watch it because I'm sad because I need somebody. I really do. I need like one person. I don't have one, but I have God, and I know that because every time and I have to get rid of that feeling of fear in me because I have God, but it's like, and I'm not alone because, like I said, God will send people and put His light in them for the moment to help me, just for the moment. Just for the moment. I'm hurting because I want support so bad. Just like when they took and dragged me through whatever and made me take off my clothes and get up on that thing. I'm talking about church, but I needed a hand to hold. That man held my hand till I got to the front and didn't hold it no more. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't expect him to hold my hand then because that man really does not like me. But I needed that support and I didn't get it. So I have to get closer to God and understand that God is sending people. He hasn't forgotten about me. He's sending people. He's giving them His light temporarily for a little bit, but I'm scared. That's why I'm crying now because I'm scared. I'm scared because I saw how much easier it was when I thought I had a hand to hold. It pulled me through. You know what I'm saying? It helped me get the inside office a lot more together than it would have been, and it helped me to even not only do that, to finish that particular job application, which is in the process, and I know the next step they're going to call me for an interview, right? And then it helped me to even make it to that meeting, and that was because I had that person in my ear. But I think, and I don't know what the thing is, I think I may have scared them away because I told them that, hey, if you say that, a person like me is vulnerable and I need to be careful, then why would you, because I wanted to know, and we'll probably never have this conversation, by the way, but why would you give me your information if you felt I was vulnerable? I need to know. I need to know the truth too, because, is that person the big bad wolf? Are you the big bad wolf? It's just like I remember there was a girl that I worked with a long time ago. That's the one that tried to run me off the road and said F me and F you too with a glass, and I didn't know nothing about that back then. A glass, what, because we both gonna die tonight, B. I was like, what? Car flipped over a couple of times into a church parking lot. You guys, and that's why I say it's crimes and things that happen you don't know about, because I'm sure that wasn't reported anywhere. Nobody knew what happened. So, and that person said to me, no, it was another person I worked with that said this. I was telling them how, I get nervous, when I'm driving around, certain people. And she was like, you shouldn't tell me that because I'll intentionally hit you and then get you a ticket so I can get insurance money. Don't tell me. She said, don't tell me that. And just like this dude basically saying, hey, in my eyes, I didn't get a chance to ask him. And I probably won't because I'm not going to call him unless he says specifically, call me. You know what I'm saying? Or unless he calls me, really, I'm not gonna call him. Period. Unless he calls me. I called him the first time because I had a bunch of questions. But is that the thing that he does? Does he find people that he finds to be, again, the people that are, a segment? Not everybody that's muted and sidelined in community are people that, are in those departments I talked about, homeless, whatever. You could just be a shy person. And somebody says, oh, a shy person, you know. This will be an easy hit. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I would have been an easy hit. I've been an easy hit before. The last time that I was, in a situation, it was an easy hit. I was an easy hit. I was a woman that's to myself that needed help cleaning. I was embarrassed because y'all see, and this young man said, "Well, hey, I'll come help you clean." I kept saying, "No, no, I don't think so. No, you don't have to be. I'll come help you clean." Mm-hmm. So that's how that happened. I was an easy hit, you know, easy hit, and I didn't mind being an easy hit because because I needed to be an easy hit. It's okay. At first, I was just like, no, but then I was like, okay, okay, I get this, right? So, um, I guess at this point, God is letting me know that He is all that I have. I cannot depend on this. I cannot depend on that, and it's only by the grace of God, Um, my phone is completely dead. I sat in there so long, my phone went completely dead. And then I have to be careful too, because if you're talking to people and people think that you're more than you are, even though you didn't say that, like I was in churches and I was talking to the Spanish guy because it was just fun speaking in Spanish. But obviously I'm in plain clothes and I'm sitting there without food, so he's probably thinking that I'm a manager or something and that he's gonna get the hookup. But that's not the case, and he started to see that after, the way that people kind of interacted and treated me, you know. And then I didn't realize that's probably what happened, because then he hadn't even placed his order yet and it was 30 minutes in, you know what I'm saying? So he was thinking I had to hook up for him. It's probably what he thought. And he probably thought I was flirting, which I was not. So, I have to be mindful of things like that. When you're talking to people and you're just killing time, they're not. Just like when people are talking to me sometimes and they think I'm just killing time and they're just killing time, but I'm not. I actually have some place that I have to be, you know. I met this other man. I don't want to talk about him until I actually communicate with him, like person to person. I communicated him person to person on my travels. And this is what I'm learning too, being almost 50. But this guy's doing better than me. Probably because he has family and friends, but I haven't talked to him yet. But once I get my phone charged back up, I'll talk to him. But yeah, so this is tough for me because I so much want people and I so much need people. But I have to understand that, again, God has a purpose for you. You have to follow that purpose. Yes, God is going to put people in your path and they're going to light up for a little bit here and there. But you cannot depend on them. You have to. Ooh, all of this is coming back because one of the churches that I went to, again, is that same church. There was a mother in the back, and I was talking about how, I was trying to reach out to the church. I was the community trying to reach out to the church, and that it's not really the church, it's the people in the church. And she said, no, it's God, And this is what God is trying to show me, because I'm looking for good people. There will be moments of good in people, but you will be disappointed. You will be disappointed. You have to depend on God. And when God says let go, or that person shows you that they're no longer working with you in a godly spirit or in a spirit that's to build your cause, you got to let go. You have to let go. It's time to move on, because God was just using that person temporarily as a vessel. You got to move on. God has something better for you. Is way down the road. You don't have time to stop and tarry here. You have to keep it moving. You can't park. You got to keep it moving. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and post this separately. I'm going to charge my phone. And I'm disappointed. And I'm disappointed too. I think that the church's thing disappointed me too, because then, they told me to come back on Monday. But I'm just like, if I'm doing this horribly, and I told y'all I don't stay in no job. It's not that it's horribly. I'm doing everything okay. But I know that a particular person has a certain standard that they like for their biscuits. Yeah, you have the right amount. Yes, it's in kind of a shape, but it's not smooth and beautiful. And if y'all see, and I wouldn't, if I was on the outside looking in, I'd be like, how can it not be? It's because it's a scoop and it's sticky and stuff. But you guys, like, So I have to learn to let go and let God handle it. I gotta let God handle it for sure. Um, People are not my friends. People do not care about me. This guy that worked with me, I'm sure he talked plenty of trash about me. If other people were willing to talk it, he was willing to jump in. You know, but that's the whole thing about keeping a job. You have to be that. But I'm still sad though, because I really, that guy, I wanted him to be my friend. I wanted him to be my mentor, and I have to, I had to realize I'm not gonna have any mentors. I'm not gonna have any people in my corner like that. And then the people that were like, there was this lady, this woman, she actually did every single thing, everything. She's in my corner, and hopefully when I get myself together, because I owe her, I got to give it back. So, and this guy said to me, "Oh, you go to every single council meeting?" No, that was my first one. So he doesn't know anything about me, but he's ready and willing and able to put assumptions about me. There was a guy that spoke before me that you could tell he went to every single council meeting, and it was probably the same thing. But I had a direct purpose, and I have to show that purpose by following up on it. I have to get this job. I have to get a good job. Those managers, my first day there, they walked outside. They had a conversation, and they was like, "Well, we hope so." And what they were saying is basically that they hope that I find another job. They're giving me this job, but they hope that I find another one, and I hope so too. So, and if I could, and I don't even think he really put me on the employment roster. I don't know. They know that I work there, but I don't think anybody else does, if you know what I mean. So anyhow, that's how I'm feeling. I still have, and I got to get rid of that fear. I still have some fear in my heart, because I know at this point right now, I'm walking this alone. I'm by myself, and I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to, it would be so much easier, if you had a hand to hold. But, I have to listen to the voice of God and trust that He's putting people in my path to help me. But all the power and strength that I need to carry it through, He's going to give it to me. I hope, And I need to stop doubting myself, because I doubted myself so much. And when I went back to watch the video, I was actually the best presenter there. And that includes the people that were actually with the county. You know what I'm saying? So I have it. I just may not have a pep squad or a cheerleading group, to encourage me on in the background. But I got what it takes, and you can clearly see it, And the part which is scary to me is the part where this guy is leaving me. Is the part where I say I want to get past the well-spoken to the results. I need the results, and to get the results, I need help. So I can't just, I can't do it all by myself. I need help to get those results. There's things that I need to know. Anyways, if you have a word of encouragement for me, please give it to me, because I need it. But I'm going to go, because what I'm doing is I'm parking when I have a destination I need to get to in limited time. So I'm going to move forward to my destination. I'll probably be back on here, but I wanted this as a separate live, because the information that I have in here is pertinent to me. There's a message in here for me, and I may need to go back